Evening, guys and girls. Mick Beanham Homebrew. Just a quickish review. Received some beer mail today from Mr. Gush. I shouldn't call him that really. Mr. Rusty Homebrew. He quite kindly sent me. Quite excited about this. I know I've got some beer mail coming from the competition I won from John Campbell, and I Want to Brew Chris, but he messaged me the other day and said that he wanted to send me some, so he's kindly sent me a, you can't see that, I do apologise, let me do that, a DKN and his chili porter. He says his chili porter's calmed down a little bit. He did send me a little letter with it. I hope the light's not too bad. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. He has said to drink the DKN ASAP. So Friday evening now. I wasn't going to have a drink, but I thought, well, you know, he's kindly sent me some. The chili porter, I'll maybe leave for a week or two. I think that one was bottle conditioned. Oh, yeah, it was bottle conditioned on the 5th of the 3rd. It's at the bottom. The other ones come off the keg, he said. So I'm over the moon. You know, I've received beer mail before, but as you most probably all know, it's generally from Graham from Hapless Ginger Brew. I do apologise. I don't really want to shut the door because it's quite a nice evening at the moment. Let me stand back a bit. It's, but yeah, so to receive this, absolutely fantastic. So I need to send some off. I would say I've got quite a few bits of stock now. I generally send them to Graham, and he'll tell me whether they're any good or not, because I don't want to send shit beers out. But thank you very much, Russell from Rusty's Homebrew. Everyone knows him. He's a great lad. Doesn't live a million miles away from me. Well, yeah, not a million miles away. For work, I do pass him quite a lot. So we're going to crack this open and drink this, and at the same time I'm going to quickly say, I've seen this on Facebook quite a lot, that one of these I've picked up. I've had one before. They bring them out every year, I think. But yeah, brilliant bits of kit. If no one's got one and they're thinking of sealing, I'll crack this open and I'll quickly show you. I've done a couple of mine. Vac pack and seal. You can just seal it or you can vac pack it. But this, I know he was worried about this because he thought it might be flat. So it's been in the fridge all day. Luckily enough, the other half accepted it, put it in the fridge for me. So let's see if there's any hiss, because I know he was a little bit worried. Yeah, plenty of hiss there, really. I don't know if there'll be any cannon smoke. Yeah, I don't know if you guys will get that. There was a bit of cannon smoke there. But as I say, I'm over the... yeah. Smells lovely. Smells lovely. Let me try and stand over here. I do apologise about that. I think he said he wouldn't tell me the recipe, but there is El Dorado in it, which is what he's put on there. I'm just getting used to the... I'm just trying to get... Bloody light. Just trying to get used to the hops for myself. I don't. Some people might have seen I've done a Saz single ale. I've done an Amarillo single ale. I've got quite a few stocks of hops up there, Mosaic and Columbus. So I'm thinking of using one malt and just trying them all. So I've never used El Dorado or anything, but that smells lovely. So let's give it a pour and see what it comes out like. Hopefully we get a bit of carbonation. I'm not too bothered if there isn't any carbonation really, because no, there's carbonation there. I don't know. Like I say, they only came this morning. I don't know if you guys can get. Yeah, look. There's carbonation there. So, as you say, I mean, I presume he's just used a tap. It comes straight off the tap. It's got a bit of a hop haze. I think that's what you guys call it. I've doing a couple of IPAs myself, and I've been hopped quite a lot. So cool. I presume that's the El Dorado. I can. It smells like fruit juice. It smells absolutely gorgeous. I've been quite fortunate. I've had some really good beers from Graham at the Apples Ginger Brew, but this is the first from someone else, obviously Rusty. Looking forward to trying the I'm not a massive chili lover, but he says it's sort of calmed down quite a bit. But that smells lovely. I mean, to be honest, sometimes I'm not too bothered about carbonated beer, like your ales and stuff like this, because for me, you can drink more when they're not too gassy, because it just gasses you up and you're burping your head off, and I like to get a few down my neck. But there's definitely straight away none of mine, I would say, that I've brewed you can smell straight away as it comes out. But that I'd need to get El Dorado, and I know he's El Dorado and Galaxy, so I don't. Again, I'm not a brilliant beer reviewer. I'm just trying to learn these hops. You can read them in a book, but I think brewing with them, you can actually enjoy the taste. Okay, so let's get into this. I mean, I've been 6 minutes already. I could make anything last me, but not a beer. Look, is it? Would I say dry? I don't. You can taste the hops, but obviously I don't know which hop I can taste. Like I say, never used El Dorado, never used Galaxy. I've only ever used certain ones, and I'm experimenting as we're going along and trying to sort of get my own idea what hop does what. I know a lot of you guys out there know what goes with what and just whop it in, but I think I could go around Rusty's house and drink a few of these if he was to let me. I know where you live now. I can come around and duff you up and get the recipe out of you. No, only joking. And he used California LP 001, California Ale. As I say, I don't know what he's used in there apart from El Dorado and Galaxy, and Munich Malt, Carib Pills, but he obviously hasn't given me the, I suppose, the amount he's used, because he hasn't given me the amount. But that's I could quite happily drink plenty of them. I could really drink quite a few of them, so I'll maybe need to do a dig around or get the recipe off Nate and give that a go, because I'll tell you what, he's a better brewer than I am. I've got to really up my game if I'm going to send any brews out, because yeah, that I'd quite happily pay for that in a pub, to be honest. I would pay for that in a pub. And there is carbonation there, so I don't think he's got too much to worry about. There is carbonation there, look, and definitely, you know, I suppose I didn't want to push the boundaries to see how far you could leave it in the bottle and it lose carbonation. It was quite firm when it came. Don't know whether the delivery driver's been shaking it about trying to work out what was in there. As I say, I let it settle down, but I don't know. There's nothing to worry about with that, Rusty. That's absolutely fantastic, mate. That's a good little beer, that. I really like that, and I can't thank you enough. So I must send some to you. Just hope they can be as good as that. Yeah, look, you can see the carbonation in there. It comes back. Obviously, when I poured it, I didn't get too much head, but you can get a head back on it. There's plenty of lacing on the glass, so yeah, that's a good beer for me. I could quite sink 15-20 of them without any shadow of a doubt. I think that's a hop for me to definite hop for me to look and have a play with, Eldorado and Galaxy. As I say, I'm trying to get into this adventurous side of using different hops, and I'm not too good with all the software and stuff. I know there's quite a few different bits of software, but I don't know how to use all that sort of stuff. Not at the moment. Something for me to learn. But Rusty, that's an absolutely fantastic beer. Thank you very much for that, and for the chili porter. I will do a review on that. I know that one's bottle condition, so I can leave that to yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But I've really enjoyed that, and carbonation's there, mate. You can't, you know, I think I could have left that 3 or 4 days. I do apologise for the light coming in and out. So yeah, I'm going to come back to that in a minute. As I say, I know a lot of guys have been raving on about it on the brew tube. This is about a second or third one of these I've had. There's nothing wrong with the other two. I've still got them. They're in the house, but she's got the ump with me keep bringing them out here and using them. For me, brilliant little tools. You can seal the bag up. I don't know if you guys can just see the seal across there. If you just want to seal the bag, stop the air getting in, you can. I always cut the bags off and then you can reseal them. You have to get them sort of level, so you can just do your bags. Generally I keep all my bags as well, so if I've got a few, I'll just reseal them. As you can see, that was the old one, and I've resealed it, and it does seal it pretty darn well. I don't know if you can see that with the sodding light. I do apologise. You know, you're not going to get that apart. And then what I'll do is, if I need some out of that, I'll just cut a bit off the top, get what I need out, and I'll reseal it again. And if you want, you can vacuum seal it. So I don't know if you guys can see that. That's been, I've vac that and sealed it. So you don't have to vac it and seal it. You can just seal it. You can vac it and seal it. So yeah, for 25 quid you might as well say, and you can get the extra. It comes with a roll. Bloody light. Sorry guys, girls, and everyone. Yeah, you can. It comes with a roll. It's quite a simple little machine. I mean, I've used them for a long time for putting meats in and stuff, and surveying them. You know, put them in a water bath. That's the vac section, that, and then when you put it in, you just got to make sure you clip it down. Obviously shows you with 2 finger marks. You can't see it. Hang on, I'll put it on. Do apologise, switch it off. Look, just there, finger marks there. It's just literally telling you about that to release them, both sides. But yeah, cracking little tools. Not use the hops as they are in the bag. I usually decant them. I've bought extra ones. You can get small, and obviously large ones. I generally decant my hops into that, backpack them and freeze them. So yeah, cracking little tool. Another cracking couple of little things I didn't get. I was going to get. A friend of mine came back from China. I drink a lot of herbal tea. She picked me these up to go in my teapots, but stainless steel. Tried them. I've noticed you can get them on eBay as well. Fantastic. I've had about, well, quite a few grams in there. I dry upped a couple of brews now with them. They're brilliant. I've got a little stainless steel peg that I made. I put on there, chuck it in, goes down. I've done one without putting any weight on it. Chucked it in, and it, once obviously the hops absorbed the beer, she dropped to the bottom. So yeah, I've seen them on eBay, and I think they're only like 4 quid. So full stainless steel. I've used these quite a few times now. When I've cleaned them, finished with them, chuck them in, boil them up in water, and then just let them dry out. So a couple of little, well, they're not 2 little purchases. That's a purchase that was bought for me kindly with a hop spider you can see behind me, and another one over there that might have been in a few brews. But we're getting on for 15 minutes. I'm going to